Becky Edwards, forward from the Western New York Flash. Becky, thank you so much for joining us. Big win for you guys this weekend. That was fantastic. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, it was good to come back. We started the season a bit slow. 2 losses on the West Coast to 2 very good teams. So, to come back in front of our home fans in Rochester and get a win was important for us. And, hopefully we can gain some momentum off that going forward.
I was really amazed at the way you guys played on Saturday. After, watching the first 2 games on the road, you guys looked a little overmatched in Seattle and Portland. And then it was kind of worrisome the first 20 minutes there on Saturday. And then after that, you guys just picked it up and really started to control the game and had the possession for, I'd say, most of the second half and put in 3 goals.
Yeah, well, Portland and Seattle are 2 strong teams in this league, probably top 3 in my book. And, you saw that in, coming to Western New York Flash this offseason. We have a young team, 3 players from last year. That's a lot of turnover. So it will take some time for things to come together, but, we're moving in the right direction now. And I thought it was a good performance from us on Saturday.
Yeah, and, as you're only 26, but you're actually one of the veterans on the team now because it's so young, right?
Yeah, that's somewhat scary to hear.
Right. I heard, I think the average age of the Flash is 23 this year, which is, it's a big difference from the Flash teams of past. I mean, the 2011 team, which you were part of in the old WPS, with that team with Marta, that was a much older team, right?
Yeah, definitely a lot older. And, the young players that we have, they're very talented. It will just take some time for things to come together. And, I'm excited to see these young kids continue to develop.
So you're out of Florida State. You won the championship with the Flash in 2011. That was I believe, your second pro season?
Yeah, second pro season.
And then you went on to Sweden for a couple of years, came back to the U.S., played for Portland, played for Houston, and then you got traded back here in the offseason for Carly Lloyd. Was that a surprise to get traded back? Were you excited to come back?
No, I was excited to come back. Very excited. I know Aaron pretty well. I like how he, I like his style of play. I know how he wants to play, and we had a good relationship in 2011, and then the league folded in 2011, so I was forced to go play overseas, and it's nice to be back here in Western New York.
What was that experience like playing in Sweden? Because I hear they have a very, very high caliber women's league as well.
Yeah, very much so. I would say, the league in Sweden is probably top 3 leagues in the world, and it was a great experience on and off the field, to see another country and experience different culture, meet new people, different style of play, very top level, just different, I guess, the style of play.
Is it more technical?
Yeah, I would say more technical, more tactical, a little bit more possession oriented. So it's good to experience that and hopefully bring some of that experience back here to the NWSL.
The NWSL and the professional women's soccer in America in general seems to be very high scoring, which is great for the fans. I mean, who doesn't love to see a 4-2 or a 4-3 game? Was that what was a little different playing overseas?
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it that way, but I guess it is a little bit more high scoring here, and that's probably because the pace of the game is so fast, and there's a lot of great athletes in this league who, take it upon themselves and score some great goals. So, I hope that will continue to be the case, and more fans will come out to watch us in the NWSL.
Must have been exciting to get your first goal on Saturday, right?
Yeah, it was fun. So.
And not only that, Sydney Leroux got her first goal, which it seemed like it was a big sigh of relief for her, and I think for the team and the fans that she finally was able to score because she had so many chances on Saturday, and finally she put one in.
Yeah, and Sydney's a great player, and she's always going to create those chances for herself. So for her to get one on Saturday and send her off into the World, into the World Cup with her national team, hopefully that will give her a little bit of confidence and show our young players, how to step in and score.
As a goal scorer yourself, is it an exciting opportunity for you to be able to play with Sydney? She really is one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, she is. We actually played together in 2008 in the Under-20 World Cup. So,
okay.
I knew Sid previously, but yeah, it's great to have her here in Western New York. She's I think she's 24 years old, but she plays like a veteran. She has some great experiences experienced, obviously very athletic, and
Hmm.
brings a lot to our team.
Do you feel like the Flash are underdogs this year? Because it seems like it's a little different, the feel of the team this year. In the past, they've been, the Flash have been up there with Portland and Seattle as, thinking the teams that might be the favorites to win the championship. And it seems like this year you guys might be flying under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say we're underdogs. Like you said, I don't think anyone really has us on their radar. It should be an interesting year with the World Cup going on and players in and out. And
Hmm.
luckily or unlucky for us, we're only missing Whitney and Sid. So,
Right, right.
we have a core of the group together most of the year, and hopefully that will be an advantage to us this season.
It's a little bit shorter of a season this year as well, only 20 games as opposed to 24. Does that make these games in May, early in the season, that much more important?
Yeah, well, I guess it's a little bit, less games, but I think the season is actually a month longer.
Okay.
Where last year we were having at times 3 games in a week. So, it was strange to have a bye week in the first month of the season.
Right.
So I think, it just should be interesting with players in and out and, the scheduling of the whole season as players leave.
I think that had to be a really well-timed bye week for you guys after, the tough road trip out west, to be able to practice for an extra week before, starting up again, correct?
Yeah, I mean, they started us out with a bang on the schedule, going out and playing
Sure.
two of the top teams in the league. So, 10-day road trip out there, that's, could be a little bit tough, especially for a team that's still coming together. But it was nice to have that bye week and come back together in training and work on some things. And, obviously get the win on Saturday, and hopefully we can continue to build off that.
So Friday night, another home game against Kansas City. Kansas City is coming in with a 2-2 record. What are you guys expecting from them?
Yeah, well, Kansas City, the first 2 years in the NWSL have been played great soccer, very possession-oriented, top-level players, and it's always a challenge playing them. So I think it'll be a good matchup on Friday, and looking like good weather, so hopefully we'll get a good fan base out there. And
weather's unbelievable. This is great.
Yeah, we're looking forward to playing home again.
And Friday night, the Flash have a really cool promotion going on. It's 3-2-1 night, $3 general admission tickets, $2 drafts. I don't know if it's before the game or the whole game, and $1 Salen's hot dogs. So it should be a good crowd Friday night. Definitely hoping to see people come out and check out the Flash. They're definitely playing well. Becky, this was awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hope to see some fans out in Rochester on Friday.
Yep, absolutely. That was Becky Edwards of the Flash.